When the Prophet Muhammad came to Medina, he made a treaty with the Jews. He supported the Jews, right?
When the Jews
Right
decided
or no?
that they didn't want to convert.
No,
that's when
that is
he
not
started-
true. That is
There was
historically
a
incorrect.
massacre.
Please give me a historic.
Give me your name and I'll give
Sure,
you all the information.
but let me explain something. This is the
That's right, because I have something else to do. I know
Excellent.
you believe in what you are doing.
no. But
and I'm not
I
trying
believe
to
in
do
historic
something.
research,
Yeah.
and I believe in
No,
facts
yeah,
and not fiction, right?
What's the purpose of making Jesus a Muslim?
Well, so let me explain that. What is a Muslim?
Yeah, a Muslim
So I'm
is a
asking you.
person who is believing in the Quran and in
So
the,
not
the
no,
word of
but
the Prophet
th-
Muhammad.
that is not fully correct. A Muslim is somebody who submits themselves to their
Yeah,
Creator,
well,
right?
Muslim means
So when
submission.
Jesus was there,
Yeah.
there was no Quran because it was not
No,
revealed
exactly.
at that
It
time.
comes in the 8th century, no?
Exactly. So people before the Quran, when they believed in the Prophet of their time, they were Muslim. Because a Muslim is somebody who
It's
submits themselves
Because you are translating the word Muslim as
into its
submission.
actual meaning,
Okay,
which
so,
is aslama.
So if you say Jesus is a person who submits,
Exactly.
but not a Muslim. You
But
use
he
the
is a
word-
Muslim because
so
that's
you
what
are-
it
you are
means.
Using the word.
The actual
differently.
definition of the word,
Yeah,
yes.
using that.
Yeah, so we like to use the actual definition of a word. Not tricky. This is reality.
I am atheist.
Okay,
I
let
don't
me-
believe in anything.
Okay, no problem. But you do like to know the truth about history,
You
right?
know, religion, I've seen that so many bad things have been made in the name of
Sure, but a lot of
religion,
bad
and I
things
don't
have been done under atheism. Look at Stalin.
Well,
Stalin was an atheist. He killed more people than any religious man.
20 million.
20.
Yeah,
See, you were so
million.
historic. Now look at this. You knew that history so well,
I
but
don't
you
know it
didn't
so
know.
well.
You did. You knew
I don't
20
know it
million.
so well, but I don't believe in God because for me it's very difficult to believe.
So let me
that a
ask you
being
a
out
question.
there created us.
Sure. Let me
Because
ask you a
we
question.
are so faulty.
Okay, but let me ask you something. If we weren't created by anybody, right? How did you get to be?
Well, it's bacteria. You know
Bacteria?
Do you believe in Darwin? Evolution of the
I believe there was a
species?
person named Darwin, but I believe he has a theory that had many holes in it.
Oh, it doesn't.
So let me ask you a question.
Doesn't.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Doesn't.
You're
I
an
mean,
honest person.
yeah,
You're a logical person. Let me just ask you a question. You see this stand we have here, right? These books, this table. So let me ask you a question, right? As an atheist, would you believe me? And just be honest with me. I'm being honest with me. I appreciate your honesty. Would you believe me that nobody made this? We didn't bring this here. Over billions of years, this sign came by itself, and this writing came by itself, and this table evolved itself, and these flyers, nobody printed these. It just became. Would you believe me?
No.
But now you tell me, what's more complex, the human body or this? Just answer my question
But
honest.
think
I
we are
asked you a
talking
question,
about
please. Just answer.
inorganic
Okay, please.
things and organic.
Look, I'm being
We are
honest
talking
with you.
about life
Sure.
as-
So I'm
life as
asking you
being
about
like
what is
bacteria,
more
but not
complex?
liquor.
Let me ask you.
I think
What's
you are
more?
making
No,
false
but let me just
parallel.
ask the question. I'm not making any assumptions. I'm just asking you a question. I answer your question if you can answer mine. What is more complex, the human body
It is.
or this table? Which one?
It
The
is,
human body?
Well, not even the body, the brain.
Excellent. The
human
brain. Excellent. So
The
now
human
let me
brain
ask you.
is the most complex thing we have now. But we have-
Amazing.
we know
More than a
that-
computer,
Oh,
more than a car.
More that we know of.
And then you expect me to believe that a
but
computer cannot come by itself,
it's a
but the human brain came by itself?
It
Come
didn't-
on.
It didn't come.
That's
It's through-
illogical.
No, it's
Okay.
through evolution.
How
You
did
understand
evolution
about
happen?
evolution?
Okay,
It's by
excellent.
accident. Every
Oh,
time you
okay.
see,
So
for
would you
example-
believe me that a computer was made by accident?
No, it was
No.
product of the brain of the
How
man.
do you know that?
Because we know that it was made, computed.
Right?
They
Well, what
working
if I
with a
told you
certain-
my phone came by accident?
No, I don't.
You don't believe that? Why?
No, because we know that man made it.
How do you know? Did you see anybody make it?
Of course.
You saw them make my phone?
I've seen factories.
But
I've
have you
seen-
seen anybody make this
I've
phone?
Seen how they get the material.
My
I've seen how they're
question,
assembled.
excellent. But this particular phone, did you see anybody make it?
They're all made the same way. More or
No,
less.
but have you seen anybody
Yeah,
made
but
this?
this is-
You're not answering my
you're
question.
doing
We're
false
being,
fact-
it's
I
not.
cannot- I
I'm just
cannot
asking you a
answer your
question
because
because
you're making
you know
false
it's not.
parallel.
I'm not making a fault. I'm just
Because,
asking you a
know,
question.
My premise is that life evolved from
Okay.
the seed,
What is your
and we
proof?
have it.
What's your
Well,
proof? Have you seen it?
We have it through
Okay.
research.
What research?
We have a lot of research,
What
showing
research?
how we adapt.
Okay. So let me
to
ask you.
environment.
Adaptation
Yeah,
and
adaptation.
evolving are two different things.
Well,
Let me ask you.
adaptation
When you say that
require
humans
evolving-
came from apes, right?
Well, they came through bacteria from the sea.
Okay,
from
but
the
do you
sea
have any
come
evidence of
animals
that?
from- Well, it's, you know, if
Can you do that in a clinical
read
trial?
Evolution of the Species
I've
of
read it.
Darwin.
I've read Darwin's book.
Well,
But I'm
I
asking
think
you,
you can read it.
could you prove that in a clinical trial?
Of
Can
course.
I?
Everything
You
is
cannot.
proven now.
You cannot.
Everything.
Darwin's theory cannot be proven.
Scientifically, you can
I'm
prove
asking you a
anything,
question.
anything.
No, no, but the theory of evolution is not a fact,
I
right?
cannot argue.
You cannot answer.
No, no, it's not. I cannot. It's not
Let me
I
ask you
cannot
something.
answer. Because you want
Can-
to believe, and I don't want.
No, no,
to
I don't.
not
I don't want you to
think
believe.
religion
I
is
just
good
want
for
you to be
people who want
honest
believe.
with
It's
me.
not good for me.
I'm just being honest. I'm not pushing a belief. I'm saying the Darwin theory of evolution. Can you put a bacteria in a clinical trial as scientific method and grow it into?
Millions.
So you cannot then.
Millions.
So that's the
Millions
answer,
of
right?
years.
If we had millions of years, could you do it?
I guess we could.
Could you?
Millions of years.
Are you just making an
But
assumption?
They are doing. They are,
Can
no.
you take an ape today
They
and
are-
spend 1 billion years and
They
make him
are
a human?
doing Babies now.
Right.
They say that in
They're
maybe 50
evolving
years from-
babies?
No, in
No,
50
they're
years
not.
from now, they
Uh-huh.
are going to be able to make babies outside the womb.
Sure,
of a
but that's not
woman.
evolution.
It's not
Right?
evolution.
That is
I
not
said
evolution,
the
right?
produce of
Can
what
I-
you can
can I
do
ask you,
with science.
Could you take an ape and over as many years as you need, develop him into a human?
How can you tell me that? I don't.
You
live a
cannot.
million year. I cannot.
But
live a
I'm
million
saying,
year.
can you develop
I-
him a little bit?
You
Can you
know,
get him into the Neanderthal
nature
stage?
is a series of accidents.
Okay,
Like
that's
series
totally
of
not true. I
selection.
disagree with that because there's
Give
no
me your name.
scientific.
I can give
Sure.
you lots of things that
Okay.
I can send
I'll
you.
give
The
you my
last
name.
one shows you that we don't have a soul. We are made
How do you
of
know
a
we don't have a
body.
soul? How would you prove
We are-
that?
Because there is no way to prove it.
Okay, but is there black
Wait,
matter
wait.
in the universe?
Well, it's a black hole.
Is
not
there black matter?
It's a black hole. Black
No,
hole
no.
that takes everything inside.
I don't think you
There's
know
no
about.
black matter.
Do you know what? There's no black matter.
There's black hole.
But
That's what I
people
know.
who follow
Very,
Darwin's
very,
theory-
very heavy density.
Can you prove
and
that?
Everything disappearing.
Can you prove it?
Well, it's proven.
How?
Yeah.
There is
I
no
mean,
proof.
there are so
Even
many
Stephen
scientists-
Hawking went back and forth where
Yeah,
there is
no,
a black
no,
hole or
no,
not.
no, I
You
mean-
believe in it
No,
because somebody told you,
no,
but you
no,
can't
no,
prove
no.
it.
I saw a lot of Stephen Hawking's research.
Right, and Stephen Hawking went back and forth. If you read some of his books,
I mean,
have you read his books?
Very, very.
Have you read his books?
I've seen his.
You've seen his videos. You didn't read his books.
No.
I read his
You-
books.
yeah.
Yes, I have.
And you can
And
still think
Stephen,
there is a God.
I believe there's a God, 100%, and I'll prove it to you, right? But if you have to be honest, and we have to have a
Tell
conversation.
me why are we so
Okay.
faulty?
Okay, because this
And
is
then
the
you are
issue.
doing this is
Why?
free will?
No,
You
no,
don't
no,
have
no.
free will?
I didn't say that.
If you said
You
that-
asked me a question, you didn't let me
I want
answer.
you to read one book.
You asked me a question, you
I'm
didn't let me
going to
answer
ask
it.
you to read one book.
But you asked me a question, you didn't let me answer
no,
it.
I just want you to read one
Okay,
book.
I'll read.
It's
I'll say what.
called
I'll read one book if you read one book.
The History of Tomorrow
History of Tomorrow.
from Yuval Harari. He's
Okay.
an Israeli professor.
Excellent.
And he calls it Homo Deus.
Okay, History
And
of
it's
Tomorrow.
The History of Tomorrow. And then
I
you
will.
read the book.
I will
before.
read it if you read this.
You want to give it to me?
Yes.
Give it
But
to
are
me.
you going to read it?
No, I don't.
See, there's your dishonesty. You expect me to read a book, but you won't read a
I
book.
have trouble reading the Bible.
Well, but this is the problem. You haven't read the Quran. See, if you're being open and honest,
yeah.
you told me to read a book. I'm willing to read it.
Generally-
I asked you to read a book. You're not even willing to read it. Who's the open-minded one? See, so you have to have an open mind.
what
But I'm
is-
saying is
what
you have
is your
never
pur-
read the
What
Quran.
is your purpose with spreading the Quran? What is the
I believe
purpose?
this to be the truth. I believe this to be
Because you
more
believe,
true
it's
than.
your belief.
But,
My
but-
belief is
I know,
also
but
my
you
belief.
haven't read this.
But well,
I've read Darwin.
Yeah,
I've
but-
read Stephen Hawkins,
Yeah,
and I'm willing to read
and
any
you-
book you
and you
ask me
haven't changed
with an
your mind.
open, because I don't have to be forced to believe it, do
yeah,
I?
But me neither.
Okay, I'm just saying read it. I'm not
But I
saying,
don't need to read it.
but how
know.
can you not? How can you not
Because
believe in
the
something you don't even
Quran-
read?
The Quran came from the Tanakh.
No, it did not.
And it
That is
came
incorrect.
from the
That is
Gospel.
incorrect.
Everything that is
That is
writ-
incorrect.
A lot of things that is written here.
That is
Oh,
incorrect.
yes.
That
I
is
took a-
totally
I
incorrect.
took a
Can you
class
you show me
on Middle
historical
East.
evidence of that?
A lot of things
Historical
that are written
evidence.
were taken from the Bible.
None of it's taken
a
from the
lot
Bible.
of them.
Show it to me.
A lot
Here's
of
the
them.
Quran. Show me what's from the Bible.
Well, I can't show you.
Yeah,
like
because
that,
you haven't read it.
But I have taken a class.
Look,
and
be
they show-
open-minded.
I'll show you.
Be
I can
open-minded.
tell
Why are you so closed-minded?
I'm not closed-minded.
You are. You won't even read a book.
No.
I'm willing to read any book you ask me to. Any book. Open-minded.
Yeah, but you're going to believe what you
How-
have to
no,
believe.
if it's
And
the
I'm
truth,
going
I
to
will
believe
follow
that.
it.
No, you
No, I will. I wasn't raised a Muslim. I chose it. But you are
Are
not
you
willing to
converted?
even.
Are you converted?
I believed in Islam
Were you
as.
converted?
Yes.
What were you before?
I'm sorry?
What were you
Nothing.
before?
I was raised nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And what